Randolph's literally watching through them all now.
Yeah, me and Laura have been watching all the entire like Marvel Cinematic Universe in like timeline order.
What do you at?
I've seen them before, but we want to watch them through like in order.
Yeah.
After we saw WandaVision, we went back and started watching it because Disney Plus it actually is sick.
It's awesome.
So
it came
good,
out at such a good time too.
Yeah, literally, they smashed that. But then we're gonna wait for the Falcon and Winter Soldier until we finish all the movies, just because that happens after Endgame, right? So we're gonna just finish that and then get into the series, and hopefully by then there'll be like more episodes out.
Yeah, I can't remember what the first movie that they're announced. Like the first like big film is. I think it's like is it the Black Widow one? Maybe I can't remember. Or is it no? I think it's the Doctor Strange one.
Her story, Doctor Strange 2, right?
Yeah, the multiverse of madness or something like that.
Can't wait.
It's gonna be good.
What's your favorite one?
See, people, as far as like all Marvel movies go, like I don't want to be one of those people that just say Endgame or Infinity War, so I'm gonna say Ragnarok, Thor Ragnarok.
Oh yeah, that's so good. Yeah,
that one it's so funny. I'm a sucker for like that humor that
same.
What is his name? Tito Waititi. Can't remember the director's name. He's got a fun name.
Yeah,
but his whenever he directs a movie, it's just right up my humor alley. So it's awesome. So
that's the next film on our list. Actually, we've both been excited to get to Ragnarok again.
So good,
such a good film, especially compared to the other two Thors, right? Because the other two Thors like kind of there's humor in it, but it's very dark and it's very like serious. Whereas Ragnarok is completely different. It's like a complete like different flip of the switch. In terms
apparently
of, like,
the other Thors they didn't do very well in terms of numbers.
They didn't.
So they tried something completely different, and it was probably the best one that they made. So they were like, all right, we know what our audience.
The guy who did that. Did the guy who did that do any other Marvel films?
I think he definitely worked on. I think it was Infinity War and Endgame, because I mean those movies I think had like multiple directors in them.
Yeah, they knew.
So he had like a pretty heavy influence. I think he might have been on Guardians of the Galaxy.
I was just about to say Guardians of the Galaxy is the same kind of humor.
Yeah. But
so that I might put that there. That might be my favorite.
Guardians? Good. Yeah, Guardians is good.
Yeah, I love that film.
It's their humor in that one too is just. I watch a Marvel movie at least once a week. I'm just chilling. I'm just like, I want to watch.
It's so good, man. It's not even like they're like. I mean, obviously, cinematic wise, they're fantastic because they are blockbusters. But it's not like they're the most like hard hitting movies. When you compare it to like Dark Knight or something like that or Interstellar, it's not like they're gonna change the game in terms of like that. But they're just solid, easy to watch, and very lovable movies, right?
I'm not looking forward to the day that. Like I just can't see them ever recasting. Like some like nowadays that people like they're starting to make like old movies, they're recasting and making them again. It's like, I can't imagine being like 60, 70 years old and like a brand new like Iron Man comes out and it's not Robert Downey Jr. Like the casting that they've done for that series is just like I can't see that.
Well, I was watching a TikTok the other day about the story of Marvel. Apparently, they were struggling. They'd already sold their rights to a lot of different companies, like Sony for Spider-Man and stuff, and they had to make some money. So they were trying to make some money back through like merchandise and the toy sales. So I think they got a bunch of kids in like a focus group and asked them which toy, which character that we still have the rights to is the coolest. They all said Iron Man. So they went and made a film, it's like a low budget film. They had to hire like a washed up actor, so they chose Robert Downey Jr. And then they put the film out and they made like 600 million in the box office. And then I think there's a stat where it was like the first Iron Man he got paid like 600K. The second one he got paid like something like 5 mil or something like that roughly. And then the third Iron Man 3 he got paid like 75 million.
Jeez.
Yeah,
like the only Marvel character right now that like in our time that's not I don't say our time, but like recently has just been recast with Spider-Man. Like he's been recasted 3 times.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
And
who's your favorite one, by the way? I've got to ask.
As someone that grew up watching Tobey Maguire, I have to put him as like a legacy favorite, but I gotta say Tom Holland's doing pretty good.
Yeah. I would say the same thing. Yeah, like
Andrew Garfield isn't even in the conversation for me. He's not Spider-Man.
Okay,
I like him as an actor, like in other things, but I mean, Tobey Maguire just makes you feel like warm, right? Whereas but then Tom Holland just smashes the role.
Yeah, he is Elam's favorite, just so you know.
Who
is
Garfield?
Yes.
Oh my god,
we've argued about this multiple times because Tom Holland's my favorite, but Tobey Maguire has like the original feel.
Yeah. It's nostalgic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, growing up, like, Tobey Maguire is Spider-Man. If I see him in any other film, it's Spider-Man. Whereas if Tom Holland was in any other film, it would still be Tom Holland, if you get me. Whereas, Tobey Maguire is Spider-Man.
From what I hear, though, like, this multiverse of madness, Doctor Strange, whatever, they're all three of them are going to be in it. I think
that was rumored. And then Tom Holland said that's not true. But then I don't really... but then again, Tom Holland always lies, right? In like lead-ups. Like, he just lies.
Do you imagine that? You imagine having you just Tobey Maguire and Tom Holland.
It'd be so good.
That Spider-Man's the same movie, man. Oh, that'd be a throwback and a half.
Well, thing is, because like Marvel for the reasons I mentioned before, it started off not slow, but it started off like they were probably unsure. Well, they definitely didn't know they were going to make this entire universe as it is now when they first started.
Which surprises me.
If it did. Yeah, they've done very well at like intertwining it. But if it flopped though, it would have never happened, right? And it would just be Iron Man 2 or whatever, and then it would die off. But now they know Endgame has done so well, Infinity War has done so well, and the entire universe. You know they're going to start like intertwining this whole like different movies affecting. If you watch the whole timeline like I've been doing, you start to see it develop as it goes through, as the more characters are featuring in different films. So now I think they're definitely going to do some more outrageous things as intertwining them all.
Well, I don't know how much I can talk about like a WandaVision. I don't know if there's spoilers.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
I'm probably maybe not.
Okay, because the stuff happens in there that I thought they were going to go like a really crazy direction with, but they have options, especially with like a lot of the rights that they do own. Like they have options to do some crazy like stuff in that universe, which is that.
Especially now,
I couldn't believe Marvel was like. When you say about that, how it was like Robert Downey Jr. got paid $600K. It's like I thought that would have been like they put millions and millions and millions of dollars in that and paid him massive money, but it's like.
Well, I think they struggled because I think they had to sell Spider-Man to Sony at the time because they were like going to go bankrupt. That's why it's been so difficult to get him back. And even now, they don't truly have him back, right? Like, still always an argument between like Disney, Sony.
Think about Sony. It's Disney. Why can't they just throw them like $1 billion or a few $1 billion? That's a dent in their pocket.
You would think that, but then if you're Sony, you would play hard to get, right? Because like if you're Sony, Disney need Spider-Man in Marvel. So it's they got all the cards, so they can just play hard to get.
It's crazy.
But now, this Disney, they're worrying in terms of like how much of a beast they are now because they just bought Fox, right, or Fox 21st. So they just like own X-Men now again. They own all the shows on Star now. I think it's called.
That's one of those things. That's like me being a Marvel I don't want to say a nerd because I don't know like major backstories, but like imagine having like an X-Men universe and like the Marvel universe like kind of come together in a way that would just be so cool.
They could do Star Wars, right? Like the Star Wars could be like a galaxy within the.
Imagine Guardians of the Galaxy just rolling up to. That would be that's something you see on like The Simpsons or something.
Yeah, never say never. You never know, man. You never know.
Yep.
Wait. This is going to be really like ignorant of me. Which one's Daredevil? That's Marvel, right?
That is no. I'm
not Daredevil. My bad. I didn't mean Daredevil.
Deadpool.
Oh, God. Deadpool
is Marvel.
That's Marvel. Yeah, that's Marvel.
Yeah.
He's actually
film.
He hasn't been in any yet, has he?
Has he what?
He hasn't been in any others.
He's been in Logan. Or no, not Logan. Which one was it? He's been in one of the Wolverine movies. What's his name was actually playing Ryan Reynolds actually played him in the movie too, but it was as Deadpool, but his character was completely different. Like it was nothing like the modern one is. Like he had the katana swords and stuff, but he didn't have the outfit and he didn't have like the messed up face, but he had like the swords and he was like deflecting bullets and stuff with it. It's crazy. But I think he also died in that. So I think they revived him to make Deadpool. But that movie, the movie, it's not a spoiler because I'm pretty sure the movie that came out in was like from 2005. So if you haven't watched it,
here you go. So Deadpool 3 is coming and it's going to be part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I just don't know if he fits into it because like Marvel, I'm not gonna say it's a family friendly, but like Deadpool is not like.
Yeah, well, it says here it will be R-rated. It will be rated R, and we're working on a script right now. And Ryan is overseeing a script right now.
Yeah. Because when you think of Marvel movies, you think of them as like a kid can watch them, but Deadpool, I would maybe not so much.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he just won't have a big part in their films, but they could have a big part in his film.
Yeah, maybe that. Yeah.
Because you can't change Deadpool, but you can change the others kind of thing just to fit his.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.